Yeah, and record. So, for those of you that don't know, this is Edward. And
hello.
Best man at my wedding, fantastic Star Wars fan. Luckily, he was able to make it down here for the trip to Chicago. And it is now 12, actually almost 1 o'clock. And hi, Palpy. How's it going, Uncle Palps?
We're both a little fried, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. I'm kind of emotionally spent. I already sobbed during the first showing of the trailer.
Tears were flowing here as well.
I nearly cried during the second one, and then I managed to hold it together when we were, watching it on our phones to make sure that we can actually get it to work. That we actually know what we were talking about, kind of, a little bit.
Maybe.
It's still kind of a blur, really, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
But, it's...
I have a lot of questions.
Well, that's what teasers do, though. I mean, we tried
it did it wonderfully.
Yeah, we tried to limit our discussion after seeing the trailer until we could start recording for you guys. But when we went outside, it was. I mean, that's what teasers do. That's what you said. They're supposed to
leave you wanting more.
Yeah, leave you wanting more.
I immediately wanted a 3-minute trailer. I immediately wanted the full 2-hour film then and there.
Or 4. 4 hours is fine too.
Hey, give it the Peter Jackson treatment. Make it a nice, 9, 12, 15-hour extravaganza to close out the saga.
That'd be nice. I think.
The Skywalker saga.
The Skywalker saga. The Rise of Skywalker.
Oh.
Okay. Now that title. Okay, so let's talk about the title first, and then we'll just go through what we remember of the trailer, shall we?
All right.
The title of Rise of the Skywalker. No, Reddit, you were not right. You never are. Nope. Well, okay, correction. Sometimes you make a wild.
We didn't do it, Reddit.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't do it, Reddit. But yeah. So with that being said, no, it is not Will of the Force. It is not. What else is there? Rise of the Resistance. That was my prediction.
Mm-hmm.
It's Rise of Skywalker. The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, the Rise of Skywalker. And in 2020, perfect hindsight, of course, looking at all those other titles that were teased, that were leaked, that were theorized, this one leaves them all behind. This is perfect. This is it was meant to be this. That's the feeling I get both from the teaser and the title put together. It suits it perfectly. I don't want it to be The Will of the Force. In retrospect, that feels like a really lame title now. Not to say those who thought it was going to be that early. Just The Rise of Skywalker. It fills me with goosebumps even now, saying it again. I'm going to be saying it again and again and again.
Yeah, for sure.
All day. The Rise of Skywalker.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, what? I don't even know what that could mean, if I'm being honest. It doesn't mean that Rey's going to take on that lineage. There's a thing on there, right at the beginning of the trailer. It's like every generation has a legend.
Yeah, and I wonder if they're talking about the legend of the Skywalker during the Clone Wars was the hero General Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
The legend during the Civil War was the hero Luke Skywalker. He was bringing back the flame of the Jedi to the galaxy.
Yeah.
And I think we're seeing probably, I feel like I'm safe in saying that Rey is going to take on the Skywalker lineage in spirit.
Yeah. But
even if she doesn't refer to herself as Skywalker, I feel like the rest of the galaxy is going to see her as picking up that torch. That flaming lightsaber, and carrying it forward.
Yeah. And
that is fine by me.
Yeah. Yes, please. Now, with that being said, the trailer itself, I got what I wanted. I already got it.
Yeah.
So you know what? This movie's already a success for me because I got my warrior goddess Rey. That's all I ever wanted out of this movie, and I get my warrior goddess. Even if, so there's two interpretations, and I'm sure Twitter is already on fire about this by now, and Reddit, and Facebook, and
all the rest of the interwebs.
Yeah, and I imagine that there's probably fistfights happening upstairs somewhere. But so either that is Kylo attacking Rey or chasing Rey.
In the first shot, we see his new TIE
silencer
thingy.
It's a TIE silencer with a traditional TIE cockpit. You
but
guys
with
can see the trailer, obviously.
but with a new face paint on it.
Yes,
Red.
So
either he's coming to pick her up, or they're going to have a massive showdown.
Yeah, or she's taking down, or she's staring down Kylo Ren, who's chasing her in a frickin' TIE fighter, and So either way, she's still being an absolute warrior goddess, and that's what I want. I don't know. I like.
Now this film, this teaser could be subverting your expectations with the film. It could not. It might not be Kylo behind the controls because we don't see him in it. All we see is just black gloved hands twisting the controls. We don't actually see him inside.
That's true. J.J. Abrams is a troll. Let's face it.
We love that about him. At least I love that about him.
I just, I love that about him. Don't get me wrong. I do enjoy it. Although I will say that out of the saga directors, I liked Rian Johnson's approach a little bit more because he never lied. He never lied. J.J. Abrams does lie, or comes very, very close to the edge of the lying cliff.
Yeah, it's from a certain point of view.
From a certain point of view. Yeah. So there's Obi-Wan, and then there's Qui-Gon. If you know what I mean. In terms of their truthfulness and the way that they use the truth.
JJ is much more like Obi-Wan.
Yeah, and Brian's more like Qui-Gon. So, but neither here nor there.
We're getting off topic.
Yeah, we're getting off topic again. We're going to start complaining about Ryan, JJ.
It's Star Wars ramblings, guys.
Yeah.
Calm down. This is going to be a 15-minute video, a 20-minute video, who knows?
Yeah, we were supposed to go to Alex's
All Wings Report and panel, the military and Star Wars.
That starts
I'm really looking forward to it.
That starts in like 7 minutes, or that starts in 23 minutes. It's 7 minutes past 1. It is what it is, right? So, and beyond that, we got Leia's theme in the trailer, which I didn't catch. I didn't catch until we were watching it on our phone. Again, we were at the Star Wars show live stage because we're losers. We don't get to be in the cool room with the cool kids.
We didn't even get into the overflow rooms. No, we're standing out there in the mosh pit. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I didn't even catch that there was Leia's theme in there, and that hit me. I mean, JJ did talk about it during the panel too, where Carrie and the character of Leia are supposed to be serious, meaningful, a serious, meaningful force inside of this story. Yeah, and her character has been in the previous films, and I think she's definitely going to continue to be in this one. I can tell. Oh yeah, from what I've seen, just in this little teaser.
The fact that they even gave her in a teaser,
is
incredible. Now, let's see here. What happens after there's a tiny glimpse of the space battle?
I don't know if it was a space battle so much as it
was an A-wing exploding.
We saw an A-wing exploding, and everything
of course,
was going by
at the end of the
fast.
day, at the end of the day, you guys could see it could be something completely different. You guys could see it plain as day on your computer monitors and your phones from inside. But we're huddled over in a corner of a convention center. Yeah. So if we get anything wrong, you can't sue me. Sorry.
We'll be back at our computers soon. Yeah, exactly. Soon on our nice big screen TVs in our hotel rooms, where we'll watch it. Yeah. About 100 times. We won't sleep tonight.
No. Especially we get Mandalorian tomorrow, right? Mandalorian's tomorrow?
Or is it Sunday?
Sunday?
Mandalorian is Sunday. Yeah. So between now and then, we really have we've got so much time to watch the trailer.
But then we have Jedi Fallen Order tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I wasn't hyped for it all, and we're getting off topic again, but I don't care. I wasn't hyped for it that much. I was like, I hope that they do good. But I'm not expecting anything, if I'm being honest. But then we got that teaser I mentioned. Now I'm hyped for that. But, anyways. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of what else
we get some wonderful shots of Chewie and Lando at the controls of the Falcon, jumping out of hyperspace. When they drop out, the way that they have that effect, it's different because before we usually see them dropping out from within the cockpit. Now we actually see the ship dropping out from a third-person perspective. And it sort of seems to and it phase in.
Yeah, and even when they do that, because they do that a couple of times in The Force Awakens, I think.
Yeah.
Where they show third-person perspective, space drop in and drop out, whatever. They did one where, what was it? It was like the ship is a static object in the frame.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where in that shot, it's like flying, like it's moving from one side of the frame to the other. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so the frame is still, and we're actually getting the motion.
Yeah, like you start a shot looking at the Millennium Falcon from the front, and then you end the shot looking at the back end of the Falcon.
Yeah, which is really nice.
Yeah, which is fantastic. And then there's the massive elephant in the room. Unless you've got anything else.
Well, there's something else. Okay, so there's a moment where I felt this. I don't know if it was like a gut punch or if I felt like this enormous stillness within the teaser, and that is we have the overlay of sound, but I feel like this shot in the film is going to be silent. And it's when we see Kylo coming in with his lightsaber.
Oh, shit. That's right, I forgot.
He catches a resistance trooper, lifts him up on the vanguard of his lightsaber.
Yeah, the exhaust port.
Slams him down. And
eat that, Rebel.
That was slow motion, and it gave me chills.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
hardcore chills because of that. It felt much like... It really felt like, okay, here's Vader.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like Kylo Ren
pretending.
Right. It felt like him being. Mm-hmm. You know, kind of like with what Yoda was telling Luke, you know, always looking to the horizon, never paying attention to who you are and where you are. Mm-hmm. I think Kylo has gotten to that point now where he can be in the moment. I think we're going to see no more confused Kylo.
Yeah.
Torn about where he belongs. I think he's fully committed to his role.
For sure. It's interesting to see where Kylo is, and that's where we get to. Well, you know what? We'll come back to Kylo in a second. Uh-huh. First things first. It took us until we saw it on the phone, on your phone in particular, that we realized that very last bit is the remnants of a Death Star.
It certainly appears to be the crippled edge of the main,
dish,
emitter array dish, and then some curved wreckage, and it looks to be in water, like a giant ocean.
Well, I mean,
so it could be on Endor, it could be on the other. I feel like it's going to be on Endor because of that elephant at the end of the trailer.
Okay,
hear
so
something.
Let's talk about that.
It's an auditory thing.
Yeah. I can't do it anymore.
No, I can't do it either. Only Ian McDermott can do it. And he was there.
Yeah.
After the trailer.
And then we said,
yes.
Which was bomb. Now, with that being said, I reacted overwhelmingly positively to this trailer personally.
Yes.
However, there's a part of me that doesn't feel like a part of me. That is going back to being annoyed that they're calling back to that they're reaching backwards to an old character instead of developing Kylo more.
Sure.
However, you know what? And I've been railing on this ever since Episode 8 ended. Really, I don't want a Palpatine clone. I don't want this. I don't want that. And now that it's possibly happening, like maybe Snoke was a Palpatine clone out in the unknown regions and was like, didn't really know what he was, and it was just like, oh, I'm an evil dark side guy, so I'm going to do the dark sidey thing.
It's possible,
Who knows, or whatever. Even if that's the case, you know what? I'm okay with it. That's fine. As long as Anakin has a presence in this film. A tiny bit. I don't even need Hayden Christensen to actually be in the film. I don't need.
I think we
Even
need
his
the
voice.
legacy and the saga of Anakin Skywalker to balance out Vader's presence in the sequel trilogy.
Because my problem with Palpatine Clones has always been in, what was that, Shadows of the Empire? No.
Dark Empire.
Dark Empire, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, Dark Empire. That was my problem with Dark Empire back in the Legends days, is that to me at least, it completely negated Anakin's sacrifice at the end of Return of the Jedi.
I think Dark Empire was a good example of some of the far out there stuff that the EU brought to us.
Yeah, which, like I said, it can be, and you know what, at the end of the day, I think that why I'm okay with this, but I'm not okay with Dark Empire, is because I trust JJ to not have it feel like fan fiction, if that makes sense. For example, when I say feel like fan fiction, I'm talking about like
self-made fan service.
Yeah, exactly, self-made fan service, where it's just like, oh well, when I was 6 years old, I remember talking about doing this and this and this and this and da 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 da, and with this. It's not quite the same thing. I guess I'm putting
my money on we're not going to see a physical representation of the Emperor.
Okay, I'd buy that.
I'm putting my money on a Force Ghost, which is why I think they're on Endor. Yeah. And the Emperor's Force spirit is trapped somewhere he can't get to. That what was it called? The place that Ezra visited.
Oh, the World Between Worlds.
The World Between Worlds. He can't quite get there.
Yeah, he's basically hanging onto the tailgate.
Right. Yeah, he's stuck.
Yeah.
So he can't leave Endor. He can't leave. Right.
I'm sorry. I just got an image. You know the Winnie the Pooh thing. Especially with his tumble over the desk in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Anyways,
Dark Pooh stuck in his Death Star rabbit hole.
Yeah, maybe it's not Ian McDermott. Maybe it's not Ian McDermott. Maybe it's Jim Cummings.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like I'm more okay with it.
Yeah. I think anything we could have come up with on our own that would have felt like. It'd be neat, but it'd be neat in a totally overdone, overblown, I'm getting gorged on sweets and candy and ice cream.
Yeah, where it's just like
extent.
Yeah, because if you gave me the opportunity to make a Star Wars thing, I'd have to exert a hell of a lot of willpower to not just be like X-Wings everywhere because I like X-Wings.
Mine would be all about the Chiss Ascendancy coming to save the entire Resistance from the evils of the First Order because it's Chiss Ascendancy rule.
Yeah, exactly.
That.
I like the Chiss Ascendancy. It's Thrawn that I got a problem with.
All right, fine. Chiss Ascendancy being run by Thrawn.
Okay, that's your fanfic, not
right?
Anyways, yes. Let's go. Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm pumped. Christmas comes soon enough, and for once, I'm excited about Christmas, which is an oddity for me. It's. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to see that teaser again and again and again and again, and I'm gonna go upstairs to the convention hall, and I'm going to spend way too much money, buy all the swag. Maybe I'll get a tattoo, and this entire thing will have been worth it if all I do is go home right now, having seen the teaser here.
Yeah, you would.
And I would be perfectly happy if everything ended right now.
Yeah, we basically walked in and watched the panel and then the teaser,
and then walked out, and
I'm
now
ready
we're
to go.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Yeah,
but we
much.
Still have Fallen Order. We still got Mandalorian. We still got Clone Wars season 7. We still got Resistance season 2.
Yes. Well, you've got Resistance season 2. You've got Monday tickets.
Oh right.
And you probably get to see the first episode of season 2 or an extended preview. That the rest of the internet probably won't see.
And that's only if I can punch enough 6-year-olds to get my way into the panel. So
yeah.
We'll see.
But
either way,
don't punch young people.
Either way, Episode 9.
It's already a success for me.
Yeah, let's rock. Let's rock and roll. What you got, JJ? I don't care what it is. What you got, I want to see what it is. If it's executed well, let's go.
I don't care if it's executed well. I just want all of it.
Fair. You're hyped and you're ready to see it.
I'm hyped and I'm ready to see it. Talk to me again in 6, 7, 8 months.
After we get maybe another extended trailer.
Well, that's the thing. Okay, so here, let's talk about the teaser in an overall sense.
Okay.
Post, all the stuff that we can remember about it. I traditionally, until Rogue One came along, would scour every single clip, every single trailer, every single teaser, every single TV spot, every bit of information I could glean Lucasfilm would let get out there, and even stuff that they wouldn't. And then Rogue One happened for me, and the finished product was completely different from the advertised product, and I had done such a poor job of managing my expectations that I had gotten so wrapped up in what I thought the film was going to be that I couldn't enjoy the movie, just enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it kind of ruined my enjoyment of the film, and I'll never be able to look at Rogue One the same way again, personally. There are many aspects to it that I absolutely love, but there are certain things to it that I'm just like,
Yeah. I think we're in the same boat there.
But that being said, since then, I have held myself to the teaser and the first main trailer, and I've done my utmost hardest to avoid everything else.
Yep.
So everything for Solo, for The Last Jedi, and now for The Rise of Skywalker. Teaser, main trailer, and I'm going to do my best to keep out of everything else so that I don't get overhyped for it. So that I don't build up this film into something it's not. So I don't draw connections between all the little different bits and things, because what I love to do most as a fan is theorize about stuff. And I've come to realize that I'm best theorizing after the finished product is out there, and then I can pick it apart and I can theorize it to death after the fact. If I do it beforehand, bad things will happen.
Yeah, I'm not going to manage my expectations. I'm broken. My hype meter's broken, and I'm ready to just peel my shirt off and run down Lakeshore Drive, screaming, "Star Wars!"
I'll record it and I'll post it, guys. Don't you worry. That's a threat and a promise.
Well,
I'll get his wife in on it. She will definitely make sure this happens.
This is true.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. And,
thank you for having me.
of course. Thank you for being here. And we're going to go and try and race and maybe try and get into the panel. We've got
1:22. We've got about 8 minutes, but we've got to pack everything up. He's got to pack everything up. I could probably just run.